I'm seeing survivors of the base.
Gentlemen, welcome to the forward observation pods.
You took down our defense grid.
Your corporation decided we didn't need the complete details of your security protocols.
We made alterations. You can never be too safe.
Apparently you can. Regardless, my men are ready to deploy immediately if necessary.
You're too late. We've repaired what can be repaired. 6 of my men died today.
Sorry to hear that. But the situation is contained?
We're still assessing the situation. The pods are intact, but we have teams in the field for biological and archaeological research.
Even after what happened to the POC?
This facility is self-contained. With security running properly, we're perfectly safe. Besides, we've wired the tunnels with charges. We can seal them remotely in case of contamination.
3 teams still haven't reported. You may have killed more than we know.
We'll do whatever we can to get them out.
We should move inside.
I'd like to reestablish our communication link with the POC.
I'm afraid the landline was severed when the facility was overrun.
We've set up a booster transmitter in the tunnels. With your permission, my soldiers can modify your software to utilize our transmitter.
Of course.
If you could lend us a terminal, Harrison here can perform the work.
Technician Stiles, please take this gentleman to the control deck. Assist him in any way necessary.
Isolate the Marines' communication channels. We don't want them asking embarrassing questions of pod personnel. You prepared the rosters?
Yes, General.
Will it hold up to investigation?
Without bodies, who can prove where they died? In the tunnels, as we'll claim, or 6 weeks ago in the POC?
We do what we must. Go then.
Down that corridor on your right. Bear left at the junction. It's at the end of the hall.
To all personnel from Internal Security. In recent days, we have detected a number of unauthorized transmissions emanating from within the pods. Let me remind you that internal communication transmitters are property of Weyland Yutani. All transmissions must be limited to the RF space specified by Company Procedure November Lima 783. Failure to comply with November Lima 738 is grounds for criminal prosecution.
Stop wasting time.
Weyland Yutani debriefing, the incident, Appendix Gamma, Major McCain's log. The good news, we have found survivors. Dr. Eisenberg and his head of security, General Rykov, greeted us on arrival, only they weren't happy. Reportedly, Mother's virus didn't just take down tunnel security. It also tore a hole in the pod's defense grid big enough for a herd of bugs to run through. They've had fatalities in the pod and lost contact with a large archaeological team, 24 scientists and laborers. I've offered to assist, starting with getting Harrison to restore contact to the Verloc. We may be needing her cold sleep chambers for emergency medical evacuation.
System access console 872.
Access transmission protocols.
Access denied. General transmission protocols require Alpha 1 clearance.
Access landline transmission protocols.
Access granted.
Reset primary transport route to V290 booster protocol.
Resetting. Override access authorized. Incoming message. Rosters have been altered. Scientists already dead. Your team is in fatal data fault. Terminal failure. Shutting down.
What the hell? I'm having trouble accessing the transmission protocols. Hey, you startled me.
I believe we have a problem in the transmission line. You'll need to interface with the root system. Please follow me. It would take a cunning man to disable our security system.
Yeah, well, that was Mother, not me. I was just following orders.
I like brave men.
Really?
Men like my fiancé, Dmitri.
Your fiancé? Man, my luck never changes.
Don't worry, he is gone. He was outside the pods when the system went down. A casualty.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, of course. I understand. I will be there soon.
Please remain in your quarters with doors locked until further notice. All deck officers have been issued pulse rifles. Report any problems immediately.
Weyland Yutani debriefing the incident, Appendix Alpha, summary. On January 6th, at approximately 10 p.m., the defense system of the forward observation pods collapsed due to a massive software failure. Records indicate some number of xenomorph drones and runners entered the pods during the 15 minutes of downtime. These reports also mention the loss of archaeological team Omega, working at dig site number 12 near the xenomorph hive. We believe the focus on saving these men, codenamed Operation Savior, distracted pod security from a more immediate threat.
On the loss of Corporal Harrison. We try to control our convict laborers through the use of technology. But as you know, technology can fail.
Have you caught the son of a bitch yet?
It's only a matter of time. We've identified the last known position of the missing team. I'm afraid the rescue is not without risk.
I think we can handle it.
Excellent. General Reichhoff will brief you on the situation. Best of luck.
It's been a while since we've seen new blood around here.
What? Where am I?
You just come out of cold sleep? What are you in for?
Huh?
What crime were you convicted of?
I'm not a convict. I'm a Marine.
Sure you are. And I'm innocent.
I gotta get out of here.
Attention security. Please escort convict number 16 to prep room B.
That's you. Boy, you must have really pissed somebody off. Out of the freezer and into the frying pan. It's too bad we didn't have more time to get acquainted.
Yeah, I'm heartbroken too.
No sedative for this one.
Yeah, okay. Want me to let you know when it's done?
No need. I will be in the observation room.
The guards alone. Idiots. They're getting sloppy lately.
Must have their minds on other things.
Their mistake.
Weyland Yutani debriefing the incident, Appendix Charlie, training manual. Consider using convict labor when planning high-risk planetary developments. Contrary to popular legend, convict escape rates are uniformly low. Frankly, convicts have nowhere to run, and given their steeply reduced penal terms, escapees are trading a few years of danger for a lifetime of incarceration. Naturally, escapes do occur, but seldom involving rational men. For this reason, escapees should be considered extremely dangerous. SOP is to terminate with prejudice. Date, October 3rd, 2230. To Weyland Yutani, Forward Pod Security. Carbon copy, A. Eisenberg. From Dr. Michael Bishop. Subject, Convict Riser. Riser is to be shipped back to the IO mining facility immediately. He has several outstanding warrants. Please have him placed on the next shuttle to Gateway. Date, November 27, 2230. Security transfer. Subject, Captain Jonas Richter. Transfer notes. Isolate subject on Eisenberg's orders.
Containment team report to cell block C.
Maintain constant electronic monitoring. Release only on the doctor's personal authorization.
by 2s. I want this guy found fast. Like we don't have enough problems already. We still have a bug running around somewhere on level 12.
Goddamn Marines.
Do you have the results on the test group yet?
Cybernetic rejection is down 4%.
Slow and steady wins the race, right? At least it's improvement. That's human ingenuity for you.
Is it?
What do you mean?
I hear this gear's derived from artifact technology.
Where'd you get that rumor?
What if we're misunderstanding what it does? We could be putting ourselves in a lot of danger.
No more than when we agreed to come here. Anyway, enough speculation. We've got another batch of data to go through.
Yes, coming along nicely. Testing pheromone sample 415. Sample collected during specimen 4A number 40. Introducing pheromone now. Specimen reacts with increased hostility and aggression. Reducing pheromone now.
Weyland Yutani debriefing. The incident, Appendix Gamma, Major McCain's log. Rykov assures me that the pod security has been restored, yet the personnel remain nervous and edgy. I also heard warning klaxons periodically, and reports that Deck 24 has been sealed due to an ongoing contaminant. Rykov explained that this is normal procedure. The floors are evacuated and sealed until chemical treatments can be applied. No guards get hurt that way. Of course, this takes time. I pity the man who fails to get out in time. I can't imagine being trapped in there with one of those things. Not after what they did to Hall. Date, December 3rd, 2230. Implant victim is very strong. These predators are hardy animals. Biology appears compatible with the xenomorphology. Gestation moving into the final stages. Chestburster already exhibiting unusual physiology. Look forward to seeing it full grown. Behind glass, of course. October 16, 2230. Weyland Yutani Physicians Report. Subject, General Vasily Rykov. The General refused again to undergo a physical exam. I've reported this to Dr. Eisenberg, but he does nothing. I fear the General may be chemically dependent. He becomes jumpy and irritable on a regular cycle, disappearing momentarily to return refreshed. If I am right, his actions may place us all in jeopardy. The doctor should act. In any event, I have voiced my concern. My hands are clean.
Attention all personnel. Please be advised that Pod 2 has been placed on red alert status. Xenomorph contaminant confirmed.
Command, this is Dr. Eisenberg. What is the situation with the contaminants?
We're still tracking one creature, but we think it's isolated in the maintenance system.
You think it's isolated?
Shall I send security? Rykov has a team nearby.
No, of course not.
Got a survivor.
My God. What the hell did this?
Logan, what's going on there? Did you locate the team?
What's left of it? One survivor. Looks like the others were...
I didn't have a choice.
What the hell is that?
What is wrong with you? Get up. Get up, coward!
Are the teams in position? Is the Marine rescue prepared?
Yes, the teams are ready. Are you?
We have work to do.
The Chief of Security wants to purge the artificial hive. The specimens have become extremely violent.
How violent?
3 sacrifices so far. They're trying to burn their way out.
Damn it! All right, get rid of them.
Weyland Yutani debriefing. The incident. Appendix Alpha. Summary. Based on a crude analysis of the events at the forward pods, some have linked the loss of the artificial hive to Operation Savior. Such attempts to create poetic justice from mere coincidence should be summarily ignored, as if aliens could have known of Savior plans, or have reacted intelligently to such behavior. Clearly, such theories stretch the bounds of xenomorph ability.
2 teams still haven't reported in.
If we don't isolate this bastard quick, I'm gonna give the evacuation order.
I don't think Eisenberg will go for that.
I'm not gonna ask him.
Ago, a Marine rescue team arrived at the forward pods. Despite their inadvertent disruption of our security grid, we are now safer than ever. In fact, even as we speak, our 6 weeks of isolation is coming to an end. The Marines have restored our landline to the primary complex, and thus a link to their mothership and the universe at large. Now the bad news. As you may have heard, one of our archaeological teams has become trapped near the hive. To extricate the team, the doctor feels we must neutralize the hive. That means capturing and controlling the Empress. Yes, I understand your concern, but we have studied this eventuality. Next. As you know, the majority of the hive extends above the Empress's chamber. Our people are trapped near the outer edge. Next. The operation begins with a surface assault on the hive as a diversion. No humans are involved in this initial action. We'll be relying on a strike team of combat synthetics. Yet, as I have said, this is only a feint. As the hive responds to the surface attack, 2 things will occur. First, a Marine team will penetrate the hive here to rescue our comrades. Second, an extraction team will break through from the tunnel system here, at the base of the hive. Our probes have mapped this area extensively. By tunneling in here, we breach a large horizontal shaft that runs directly into the Empress chamber. This shaft will serve as our roadway for extracting her. We expect the hive to respond aggressively to the human threats, particularly that on the Empress. By destroying the tunnels of the hive, the combat synths will cut off the Empress from any assistance, allowing a quick and bloodless escape back to the tunnels below. Meanwhile, our Marine allies easily and safely extract our comrades. Any questions?
Based on what you've described, it would seem our defenses would be considerably diminished after the attack. What if the hive retaliates?
The sympathetic theory of pheromone relationships, as put forward by Dr. Eisenberg, is quite clear on this point. The hive will respond to the command of the Empress, and the Empress will respond to her own instinctive drive for survival. Once we have the Empress as hostage, we will be protected from the hive.
Protected during the extraction or protected long-term? Are you saying we would then have safe access to the entire hive and to artifact technology there?
We believe that we are looking at a long-term insurance policy. For those of you whose projects have been frustrated due to incomplete archaeological or biological data, this would present something of an unprecedented opportunity.
Chen's theory of competitive discourse clearly indicates that the hive will react violently to the loss of the Empress. At a minimum, the young queens will struggle to determine a new ascendant ruler. More likely, the Hive will come after us.
Who is that? Is it you, Minkus? Well, as you can see, Dr. Chin is not with us to discuss his theory. A rather good indication of its staying power.
Well, where is he anyway?
Yes, well, to continue with the briefing, we may expect some injuries during such an ambitious enterprise. I'm asking anyone with medical training to assist with any potential triage. Any other questions?
What's your status there?
Nothing to report. Send a containment team now! Implantation sequence set. Data recording commence on my mark. Mark. Stevens, why is that alarm going off?
I'm not sure, sir.
Never mind. Just shut the system down. Anything done.
Weyland Yutani debriefing. The incident, Appendix Gamma. Major McCain's log. Harrison is dead. Rykov's Lieutenant Dunya just delivered the news. In the aftermath of the bug attack, a convict laborer jumped a guard. Harrison walked straight into the fight. A flamethrower went off, then Harrison's ammo belt. Somehow the convict survived. They're hunting him now. Dunya seemed especially intent on this. Obsessive almost. I shouldn't blame her. From what Rykov has said, she lost her fiancé when we took down the defense grid. I hope she finds the escaped SOB and kills him. Maybe that'll bring her some peace.
Animal storage. Be careful, looks like he's armed.
Containment team, report to specimen area 4.
He's in the vents!
Attention, all personnel. A convict laborer has escaped from detention cell 1. He has killed several guards and 1 marine. All other convict laborers have been recalled to detention. Any convict seen outside of detention should be considered armed and extremely dangerous.
Date, December 10th, 2230. Surgery to remove the forearm device has failed. Hard to explain. Medically, the specimen was very strong. Then, as the device was removed, pulmonary arrest occurred. Considerable evidence of tamper-proofing within the machinery. What kind of society would prefer its soldiers to die instead of be disarmed? Weyland Yutani debriefing. The incident. Appendix Kilo. Scientific records. Holding time, 5 weeks, 3 days. The Predator remains strong with high antibody count and little fever. I'm surprised at its resilience after our tests.
I can't raise Morris.
He's dead.
God damn it. It's one friggin' contaminant, for God's sake.
Yeah, and it's headed this way. Let's check in here.
Based on the blood loss alone, it should be weak and sickly. Instead, sustained only by intravenous fluids, the creature's immune system resists all introduced strains. Still, our understanding of its physiology increases day by day. We have time now to work without fear. Without weapons, the creature is weak. I should say, without most of its weapons. Our surgeons are still reluctant to attempt removal of its forearm bands. Eisenberg was not pleased with the death of the last one. No need to repeat that so soon.
Anything?
Not yet.
Just stay alert.
Don't worry.
I've limited all communications with the rescue teams to our secured protocol. The Marines can talk only to those you wish.
They accepted your explanation?
They take orders like good soldiers.
Then it is time. Contact the Verloc. Get a dropship down to the auxiliary landing pad. They'll need telemetry, but otherwise say as little as possible.
Understood.
Date, December 3rd, 2230. Research log. I don't know how this race could have missed our SETI transmissions. They're so obviously advanced. Maybe they ignored them for a reason. Rykov thinks they're hunting us. God, I hope he is as paranoid as he seems. If these things want to kill us, all Rykov's soldiers won't be able to help us. That is certain. Subject, hunter's mask. Notes, extremely advanced. Compact refractive lens for adjustable field of focus. Real-time optical filtering and amplification. Directional microphone. Carvings on the helm match artifacts from the Zeta site.